Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Matajis. Thank you for coming together to glorify Krishna and through the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And thank you to the organizers for giving us an opportunity to have this devotee association and discuss Bhagavatam in this wonderful morning. So I was telling Sankalpa Prabhu that I can speak in Hindi, but little bit in between Hindi or English words will come. What Prabhuji said, you can speak in English also. So I hope it's okay to speak in English, everybody, right? So this particular section, especially the chapter where Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his students, to his classmates, the demoniac classmates, sons of the demons. It's very, very sweet. Actually, if you see the entire 7th canto, 7th canto is a very heavy chapter, a heavy canto, if you see, full of teachings, philosophical teachings and everything. But the beauty of 7th canto is that the Lord just comes and does action. He doesn't speak much. Most of the instructions or the instruction philosophy is all spoken by either Prahlad Maharaj or his father, right? It's one canto where those from the demoniac lineage speak the most philosophy. Prahlad Maharaj is a devotee, but he is also in the demon line, right? And later in the 10th canto, 10th chapter also, if you see, the Mayadhanava is another demon. He will also speak nice philosophy. So actually, Narsingh Bhagavan is a little opposite of Krishna. Krishna in Kurukshetra, he only speaks. He doesn't do any fighting, right? But Narsinghadev doesn't give any instruction. He only fights. He just finishes off. And it doesn't take a long time. Just within a short time, he just finishes and then speaks some warning thing and loving exchange with Prahlad Maharaj and goes back, right? So it's a very beautiful thing about Narsingh Bhagavan, and I am so glad that we have Prahlad Narsinghadev and in fact Lakshmi Narsinghadev and Prahlad Maharaj here in this most beautiful Radha Parsari temple. I remember, I think the deities were made, carved in south near Chennai, and at that time His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj had come down to Rameshwaram Yatra, no? So we had the good fortune of serving Maharaj a little bit in Srirangam when Maharaj came on his way back from Rameshwaram. And we had some nice association with His Grace Dasavatar Prabhu and many of his wonderful servants. So at that time, after a little while from then, I think the deities were installed. So beautiful and amazing they look, if you look at, and most importantly when we saw the deity installation online, Prahlad Maharaj was amazingly beautiful. You don't find such a full lakshanas, amazing to gaze at. You can full of all beautifully. It looks so beautiful and charming. So here Prahlad Maharaj is actually giving us a beautiful breakup of our life. One thing that if you see in devotional service, what is the best thing that you can get, even as a, it doesn't have to be like you have to be a 100% devotee, but even if you are little bit, you are taken up, or those who are just coming and little bit faith also, if they come to devotional service, what is the best advantage they get out of following Krishna consciousness? That is devotional service. Can anybody think of it? What is the best advantage that we get from it? Krishna consciousness. Krishna Prema, you leave it. That is, of course, it is the ultimate stage, it is there. But even at the bare minimum level. Yes, Prabhuji. Freedom from birth, death, old age, disease. Okay. Janma mrityu jara vyadisya mukti. Okay. Anything else?
They learn
Prabhuji? Closer, huh? Okay.
They learn
practical bhakti. Okay, even if they are not, so much into bhakti. Practical bhakti is a very good point, Prabhuji. Prabhupada taught us practical bhakti. That is why he translated bhakti as devotional service. Sevon mukhehi jihvadau swayam eva spuratyadaha. Right? Very beautiful point. In fact, Krishna likes seva it so much that in Bhagavatam 3rd canto, 16th chapter, verse number 7, Lord Vishnu glorifies the greatness of, in what state, position that he keeps his servants. Yat sevaya charana padma pavitra renum sadhyakshata khilamalam pratilabda shilam na shrir viraktam apimam vijahati yasyaha preksha lavartha itare niyaman vahanti. Beautiful verse. He's saying that, the Lord is telling to the Chatur Kumaras, who cursed the Jaya Vijaya, to them he is telling this beautiful verse which gives the importance of seva through Bhagavatam. Yat sevaya charana padma pavitra renam. See, I am Lord Vishnu. Sadhyakshata akila malam pratilabda shilam. Vishnu means just by thinking of Lord Vishnu, all akila malam and all the sins and malam, everything will be destroyed once and for all. That is the power of Lord Vishnu. And na shrir viraktam, and he is totally detached from Mother Lakshmi, isn't it? If you go to south, all the temples, the Lord will be separate and Mother Lakshmi will be separate. Right? In Srirangam, Tirupati, wherever you go, the Lord will be alone. He is viraktam, he is not bothered about. Preksha lavartha itare. Let all others people, they all go behind Lakshmi Devi for lavartha. Just, oh, I want a big palace. I want so much Lakshmi. Itna chahiye, utna chahiye. Iske liye to Lakshmi ji ke paas jate hain. They go behind Lakshmi Devi. Right? But she doesn't, she is not bothered about them. Oh, you want Lakshmi? Get lost. I am busy with my service to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu doesn't even care for Mother Lakshmi. He is just lying down. You can never hear in the Shastras where Lord Vishnu just gets up and say, oh, you have been pressing for a long time, please go and take rest. He doesn't tell that to Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi, imagine if you are doing massage to somebody and if they don't say that stop, you will have to be massaged after some time. Right? Prabhupada used to say when the devotees massage, harder, 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 go harder and harder. And I am sure our spiritual masters also, because they are doing so much seva, their legs and body, it's all aches very much. So much massage you have to do. And for them, that is the only way to get some energy back. So Vishnu also, and beauty is Vishnu doesn't travel much. I mean to say, he's just lying down in the, Ranganath pose. But Lakshmi Devi keeps on massaging, and Krishna doesn't even say once that, okay, you go and take rest. Have you taken prasadam? Nothing he asks. But Lakshmi Devi also doesn't care. She keeps on serving. Somebody comes, mujhe ek naukri chahiye, le lo. America jana chahiye, le lo. He doesn't even care for any of these people. I want to be the billionaire, millionaire. Just gives and continues the service. But Krishna is telling that I have got this much, others will run behind Lakshmi Devi, but I don't run behind at all. I am completely renounced. And second thing is, just by thinking of me, everybody's mala, sins, papa, everything is destroyed. I got this power of Lord Vishnu. You know why? Because I take the dust from the lotus feet of my servants and put it on my head. This is the beauty of this sloka. Now you understand what is the power of service. He takes the dust from the lotus feet of his servants and puts it on his head. By that he is pure. He says, I am purified. By that I am able to purify the whole world. This is the best thing that Prabhupada has done about the service thing. Right? Throughout Bhagavatam, the service is glorified. The seva is glorified like anything. Seva, this is also seva. Many times we misunderstand what is seva. Sometimes think that only cleaning the thing or those things are seva. But we don't understand that even Bhagavatam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, chanting and our preaching, our even DTRs, everything is seva. Everything is seva. Right? Sevon mukhehi jikhvadav swayam eva spuratyada. Krishna is realized to the seva. Thank you, Prabhu, for that. Any other advantages of doing devotional service? Anyone else? From this chapter itself, you can guess last few verses only. Okay, I will tell not to take more time of yours. Devotional service, even if you do halfway or little bit also, it gives us the greatest advantage of saving time. Even Krishna Prema, Bhakti and all is the next level. But even at the basic level, it saves time. How many of you agree with it? Isn't it true? This whole chapter is about Prahlad Maharaj is telling the importance of this human life and how we are wasting the time. Right? And that wasting of the time is saved by following the instructions of Bhagavatam. So many times people take this thing about, time management, everywhere they are going and selling, that, we want to save, you want to save time, you do this, you do that, etc., etc. But simple thing, you do devotional service, by default our time will be saved. You don't have to run around. See, if you are just not doing devotional service, at home you have to cook. You have to go and get the vegetables yourself, or fruits or whatever, everything, you have to cook yourself, and then that takes so much of the time. But you simply sit in the Bhagavatam class, Prasadam is ready at 10 o'clock. Isn't it true? How many of you have thought about this beauty of this thing? All other things, we start off with Annamaya, Kosha, then Manomaya, then finally we go to Anandamaya. But right, basic thing is to start with Annamaya, right? How many of you have thought about it? You go to Yatra, everything is arranged. Isn't it? This is the best thing about devotional service. Like prasadam is arranged, and if you want to go anywhere, that is also, somebody will give you the thing, come here, come there. Your accommodation also will be taken care of. Your transportation, everything will be taken care of simply by having this faith in Krishna. There is a beautiful sloka. Bhojana achadame vritaha chintana kurvanti vaishnavaha. Sadeva vishwambaraha bhaktanam kim upekshate. It's a beautiful verse. Bhojana achadame means bhojan. Devotees, Vaishnavas, they don't worry about their food and the roof or shelter over their head. Why? Because Sadeva Vishwambaraha, my Lord is the supplier of the whole universe. Bhaktanam kim upekshate, how can you ignore or neglect his servants? That faith we should have. That faith is, as long as we have that basic faith, then we will not have any problem. Wherever we go, our time will be saved. So, but the devotional service itself saves so much of our time. The best thing is, from the food perspective, Prabhupada writes in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 8 or 10, he says, taking food in Sattva-guna increases the duration of life. See, Prabhupada writes very nicely. The purpose of food is to increase the duration of life, purify the mind, and aid bodily strength. तीन चीज है ना. आहार शुद्धे सत्व शुद्ध सत्व शुद्धे ध्रुव स्मृति स्मृति लंबे सर्व ग्रंथि नाम विप्रमोक्ष. Let's see how, starting from food itself, how time is saved. Very simple. You eat nice sattvic food now, you will spend very less time and be active. You will spend very less time in the bathroom, in washroom, right? The more time you spend in the kitchen for making so much of food, of course for the Lord we can make, that's not a problem, that has to be done. But for ourselves, if we are due to that tongue, if we have to keep cooking so much more and we eat so much more, we spend so much more time in the toilet. Right? So much time is wasted. And on Ekadashi days or on Janmashtami, when we are fasting, we don't take any food. So we spend less time out there. And just simple khichdi or simple like roti dal, simple items you take, easily it will be digested and then finish. Half of, 5-10 minutes and you are out of the thing. Otherwise you'll be spending so much time there, and then itna goli khana padta hai na, itna goli khana padta hai. So many medicines you have to take. This medicine, that medicine, and then so they have lot of tips and tricks out of how to this. For devotees there is no such thing, isn't it? So that is the first thing that we should understand. At the food level, we just increasing the duration of life means, Prahlad Maharaj is telling here, 50 years wasted because they are sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. 12 hours a day they just sleep. And they sleep at the time when they are supposed to be awake. And they are awake in the time when they are supposed to be sleeping. As per Ayurveda, every hour we spend beyond 9 o'clock, it burns our blood. Blood starts boiling. Okay? And after 4 o'clock, every moment that we are sleeping more, it increases the cough in our body. So both are wrong. So and after 9 o'clock, I told you, every 1 hour we are spending awake, 2 hours extra you have to sleep. That's the only way you can keep the body little bit all right. But people awake till 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they are up dancing and partying, and then in the morning they are snoring. Right? This is a opposite anti-Vedic life, and Prabhupada saved us from that. Our time starts at 3:30, 3:30, 4 o'clock, but we are standing in front of the Lord. We are singing His glories. Until our real work, service starts at 4:30. Fake service starts at 9:30. After we just run around everywhere, isn't it? So the most important thing is, how do you increase the duration of life? Wasting the time is the greatest crime. Because wasted time means a wasted mind. Because we are wasting our mind, thinking about so many, prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Mind is so much speculation goes on. So at the mind level, we are wasting so much of our time. This devotee is like that. So many of that framed ideas we have. And that is disturbing our consciousness even more. And on top of it, what other things that we do? Our own things about worries. Usko worry bolte hai na? Anxiety, chinta bolte hai na? So that chinta destroys half our life. Actually, Prahlad Maharaj has given some account. The remaining hours, whatever he has said, is gone on this way also. The chinta is a worst thing that will take our life. You know, there's a nice thing about the effect of chinta. You can repeat this after me. It's a very nice shloka. Chinta se chaturai ghate. Ghate ranga rupa van. Ranga rupa van. Chinta badi abhagini. Chinta chita saman. आप समझ गए ना? In chinta and chita, bindu matram vishishyate. There's only one difference, is that bindu. Chinta, chita dahati nirjivam, chinta dahati jivanam. Chita burns the dead body, chinta burns the live body. This is the effect of chinta. Chinta se chaturai ghate. Somebody who's always worrying, no, his thinking capacity will go away. He will not be able to think properly. Pravritim cha nivritim cha janana vidura sudara. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, no, what to do, what not to do, the Asuri people don't know. We also, when we are into that mind, we will not know what to do, whether to go by this, go there. Every small decisions will take so much time to answer. This is what Prabhupada saved us from, right? So, chinta se chaturai ghate. Ghate ranga rupavan. Our face will look like a sada hua kela, you know, rotten banana. I mean, if you look at Krishna, he is like a watermelon. Tarbooj hai na Bhagwan. So, Bhagwan ko dekhte hain, we look at him, he is smiling nicely. आप देखिए उधर दान पेटी है ना उधर, हर मंदिर में दान पेटी है उधर. तो if you see, anybody who comes with no faith also, as soon as he sees the deity, nobody tells him, put some Lakshmi, you come all day. Nobody tells him. Nobody does give, even, they don't even put a board that please donate something, nothing. Automatically उनके जेब में हाथ जाता है और he's just putting the money in there. How it is happening? Because of that watermelon face. Krishna has a watermelon face, nicely smiling. On Sunday or any day, especially Sundays, more crowd comes. Devotees come, they always do. That's not a big special thing. But then when new people also come, automatically how it goes into their pocket and it puts there. Have you seen that magic? And he is not also having any hand like this. Krishna doesn't have his hand like this. He is busy with his flute. See the magic that Krishna is doing. Simply by standing there with a smiling face and with a flute in his hand, he is able to get as much as he wants. Right? Whatever, people just put it immediately. So this Gathe Ranga Rupa Van, we have to have a nice smiling face. Devotees means smiling face. Prabhupada said that. No, you should not be, when people look at you, they should not feel, hey, he himself is in trouble, why should I go on? If someone in Krishna consciousness is having this kind of a face, why should I get into that kind of a thing, right? So you should have a nice bubbly face like how Krishna has. That possible only when Krishna comes in our life. We allow Krishna to enter in our life. Now, Ranga Rupa Van, our vak, speech also will not come out nicely. It will just be like broken, we don't know what we are speaking, incoherent. Bolte hai na? That's like, it will not be smooth. It will not be like a connected thing with a proper sense. It will not make any sense. Chinta badi abhagini, very unfortunate. Chinta chita saman. So it's as good as the person is dead. Now problem to bata diya isme. Problem hai, chinta ka effect kya hai? But what is the solution? Chinta. There is a beautiful another verse that gives a solution to this. Come out of chinta. Please repeat. Yad bhavi tad bhavati eva. Bhavati eva. Yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. Iti nishchit buddhinam. Loudly you can say. Iti nishchit buddhinam chinta na badate kvachit. This verse has two meanings. At people who are at a karmi level, material level, and those who are devotees. We will discuss the first thing. Yad bhavi tad bhavati eva. Whatever has to happen will definitely happen. जो हमारे भाग्य में होता है ना, that is definitely it will happen. What is not supposed to happen, yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. Yet is what is not supposed to happen will definitely not happen. So if one is fixed in this understanding, then chinta will not even touch him. So we will say, oh, yeah, of course this everybody says is what is a big deal about it. But for devotees it's a higher meaning. Yad bhavi means whatever Krishna wishes. Bhav, thinking. Krishna is the one who has the ultimate approver. Ultimately, whatever he desires only will happen. So devotees are fixed in this understanding that yad bhavi, whatever Krishna desires will only happen. Yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. What he doesn't want to happen will never happen. So when you are fixed in that consciousness, chinta will not bother you. See how nice this is when you translate the whole thing into, from Krishna's perspective, it gives very nice. Gujarati में बहुत बढ़िया वाक्य है. हूँ हरि नु हरि मम रक्षक ये विश्वास जाए नहीं. I am Krishna's and Krishna is my protector. Let this faith not go away. Then second line is very beautiful. Je hari kare te mama hitano. That's for my good only. Whatever Krishna is doing is for my good only. Ye bharosa visray nahi. Let this faith also not go away. These two lines concludes the whole essence of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. That's all we should have. What else? And this will remove the chinta from us. Whatever Krishna desires will definitely happen. He is desiring good only. If we say that, whatever Krishna desires, that only will happen. But Krishna is not desiring good for me. Then we are not devotees. That is why this statement is there. आप समझ गए ना ये 3-4 श्लोकों का, I mean how the sequence is. What is the effect of chinta? What is the solution to chinta? And especially for devotees, what is the solution to chinta? What mood they should be to avoid the chinta. Right? The same thing is translated even further by Narad Muni in the 1.634. This is a very beautiful shloka. Ye tadhyatura chittanam matra sparshe chayamuhu bhavasindhu plavo drashto haricharyanu varnanam. He is giving a beautiful solution at the highest level. Ye tadhi atura chittanam. Atura chitta yani jo sada chinta mein hai. Atura chitta. They are always troubled and anxious. Matra sparshe chayamuhu. Why they are in anxiety? Because of always thinking about sense enjoyment. I want that object. I want that. I want a 3 BHK in the heart of Delhi. So what and all I should do? Thinking always about that. I want a car. And then after you get the car, there is a rule that you should not drive the car in Delhi. And then you will keep it alone. And so much complication in this material world. Right? So we always think about this. Ektad atura chittana matra sparshe chayamuhu bhava sindhu plavo drashto. There is one beautiful boat by which you can cross this ocean of material miseries. What is that? Hari charyanu varnanam. Always absorbed in Harikatha. Harikatha always absorbed doesn't mean that 24 hours you should only be sitting and hearing Katha. Here for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then what we do? We go ahead with our seva. That Harikatha should translate into our seva. And in the seva we are actually remembering Krishna and do that service for the pleasure of Krishna. Yad karoshi, yad juhoji, yad tat kurusha madarpanam na. So you just do that as a service to Krishna. Then our life is completely peaceful and happy. Right? So this is how you save time, by avoiding chinta. It is said that most of the time that people waste, even that little bit available time, is because of the anxiety and worries that they have. सब लोग जाते हैं वो साइकियाट्रिस्ट के पास या लाइफ कोच काउंसलर, सबके पास जाते, क्यों? वी आर नॉट, व्हाई आर यू नॉट कमिंग टू भागवतम एंड भगवद गीता? This is the best Krishna is the best psychiatrist. Arjuna was in depression. He gave such a beautiful advice to Arjuna, and he became the victorious warrior in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, isn't it? And right here, Radha Parthasarathi is right here. Parthasarathi is Parthasarathi. So this is a beautiful, very, very unique name. That two devotees are there in that name. Radha, Parthasarathi, both are there. Have you noticed that? Radha Shyam Sundar, only Radha Rani is there. Radha Madhav, only Radha Rani is there. Here Radha Partha Sarathi, right? Partha is also there, and he is a Sarathi. How nice it is. So the more and more we do Shastra, there's a beautiful shloka again, one more. Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalo Gacchati Dhimatam. Kavya Shastra Vinodena. काव्य शास्त्र इसके ऊपर चर्चा करके समय बीतते हैं, दे स्पेंड टाइम. हु काव्य शास्त्र विनोद है ना, कालो गच्छति धीमताम, जो बुद्धिमान लोग हैं दे समय बीतते हैं कैसे? एक शास्त्र ये सब के बारे में पढ़ के दे स्पेंड देयर टाइम. व्यसनेन तो मूर्खानाम निद्रया खलहेनवा. जो मूर्ख लोग हैं ना, who are always in distress, who are always in troubling others, troubling themselves, two things only they spend their time in. What is that? Nidraya khalahenava. They sleep or they fight with each other. When they are awake, they fight with each other, quarrel with each other. एक दूसरे से झगड़ा करते हैं. And when they are sleeping, that is the only time they are peaceful. Even Hiranyakashipu also, when he was sleeping, he was a saint. He was not disturbing anybody. So they either sleep or when they are awake, they just disturb everybody. They just harm somebody, disturb someone else, like that. They just keep on. So this madness, it comes from our continuous desire to enjoy. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is telling here. Very beautiful here. See, Dura Purena Kamena. Dura Purena means which is never fulfilled. जो what do you call जो इच्छा होता है ना, वो पूरा नहीं होता, उसके पीछे हम दौड़ते जा रहे हैं. We are running behind those desires which are never going to be fulfilled. Dura Purena Kamena. तो बहुत बार लोग बोलते हैं मैं काम में हूँ. अरे आर यू अवेलेबल फॉर 10 minutes? नहीं मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं काम में हूँ. मीन unknowingly they tell the truth. मैं काम में हूँ. काम means lust. काम also means work. So they are working for just fulfilling their lusty desires only, right? Once one very nice devotee, Prabhupada disciple, he told very nicely that devotees should never utter this word that I don't have time. Devotees never tell this word I don't have time for you. Anybody who tells I don't have time is a Mayavadi. You know why? Because time is Krishna. When you say I don't have time, no time, then it means you are saying no Krishna. When you say no Krishna, then you are Mayavadi. You are atheist. Isn't it? We see so many wonderful, our senior Vaishnavas, Prabhupada disciples and many sannyasis. They are so busy, but still they will have time. Just a few minutes. I remember Parapuja Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj had come to Rajkot many years ago for Mandir ka Udghatan ho raha tha. Temple opening ceremony was happening. So Maharaj had come there, and within a short time, just one day only, and so many things Maharaj was doing, and just after the ceremony was over, in the afternoon, he was so busy with talking to so many people, and in between he called me and he told me that tomorrow in all the magazines our temple opening thing should come, the news should come. You do the media communication, whatever has to be done, it has to be there tomorrow. And I thought Maharaj will be okay. He has told in the busy things he will not remember these things. So, but anyway, I was doing my work. I was calling all the media people, gave some article, photos and everything, and I was telling them. But next day morning, जब गुरु पूजा के लिए महाराज जा रहे थे अपने रूम से मंदिर तक, as soon as we saw him, he paid obeisance. So the first thing he looked at me saying, "Have you completed that seva?" Did you finish the article coming today? I was stunned. Maharaj is just half a day also is not there, and he just remembered the whole thing, and he said. Another instance, one devotee was telling 2 years ago that Maharaj was predicting that, I may not stay longer, that you all have to take care of you have to take care of these things. And at that time also, Maharaj was telling those devotees, close confidential devotees, that, we don't have time. Let's increase the preaching. It's not like, take care of my body and this and that. So this shows how much they value time. Ayu kshana eko api na labhya swarna koti bihi. One moment wasted will not come back again. That is what Prahlad Maharaj is teaching here. So we have to understand this very, very important thing, because time is Krishna. Every moment we are losing by prajalpa or some chinta or this and that, we have to pull it back. Or many other things that which we are doing is that we are, every time we are dissatisfied. जो असंतुष्ट है हम जो भी चीज में, उधर हम समय बर्बाद कर रहे हैं. We are wasting our time there. If I start thinking about something which is not going to be fulfilled, that is why durapurena kamena. You are thinking about something, some desire which is not going to be fulfilled. जो इच्छा पूरा होने वाला है उसके बारे में चिंता करने का जरूरत ही नहीं. जो पूरा नहीं होने वाला है उसके ऊपर चिंता करने से क्या फायदा? What is the advantage of thinking about things that is not going to be? If you are saying that I am definitely going to die, so if I am going to think about how do I avoid death, वो क्या बुद्धिमान के लोगों का काम है क्या? No, ना. So anyway you are going to die. What's the point in? And they say, coming to Mangalarti, Prabhuji, why are you not coming to Mangalarti? No, Prabhu, I slept very late yesterday. I cannot come for Mangalarti. When worst come worst, what will happen? If you sleep late, you didn't sleep, you are not able to sleep enough, and you come to Mangalarti, what will happen? You will die. Worst case, worst of worst case. What is a greater boon than dying in Mangalarti? Right? We are dying in so many inauspicious ways. Best is to die during Mangalarti. Isn't it? Can you think about it? Why are you sleeping and saying that, no, I don't want to come to Mangalarti, I will come later. You come to Mangalarti, stand in front of Krishna, welcome him and go back and sleep. That half an hour break you can have. But if you have some Prajalpa discussion, for that hours and hours we can discuss. Or something, some desire which is not fulfilled, उसके बारे में चिंता करने से हम समय इतना बर्बाद करते हैं. We are not hesitant. We don't hesitate to waste our time there. Say beautiful things about Santosh, how we are wasting time. In 3 things we waste our time, due to being dissatisfied with it. Santosh बोलते हैं ऐसे, please repeat. Santosha trishu na kartavyah swadhare bhojane dhane. So the sloka, it says 3 things you should be always satisfied with. वो क्या है? स्वधारे. स्वधारा यानी husband or wife, spouse, या family, जो भी हो, immediate family. Always be satisfied with whatever you got. By not being satisfied with your spouse or your children, your life is not going to be better. It's just a few years. Just spend and go. Better to use it. Nowadays you see how much time people are spending. इतना समय बर्बाद करते हैं. इधर जाना है, कोर्ट में जाना है, इसमें जाना है, काउंसलर के पास जाना है, लाइफ कोच, सब जगह पे जाते हैं, भगवान के पास नहीं आते. The best counselor you don't want to come. है ना? Why problem is happening at home? Because Krishna is not in the center. अगर भगवान को केंद्र रख के हम सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, then it is what is that beautiful sloka? माया चक्की जानिए किलर रूप भगवान. किलर निकट सो बच गए, बाकी हो गए पिसान. You understood? The चक्की है ना, now तो we have to find it in museum only. The चक्की घर में जो ये पत्थर है उसमें से put the they have that rice or wheat, उसके बीच में जाते हैं, एक किला है, छोटा सा स्टिक है, तो जो कॉर्नर में एक स्टिक है उसको ऐसे ऐसे करते हैं ना, you do like that. Then they keep putting the rice or dal or whatever here. So what happens? This Maya is the chakki and this kila is Krishna. है ना, जो whatever grains है ना वो just ऐसे ऐसे निकल जाता है, तो gets crushed. But जो किलस निकट सो बच गए, though that which is staying closer to the stick, they are saved, they don't get crushed. This is the best example. You see how our ancestors have given best examples to understand our Krishna consciousness. If Prabhupada always said, if you want to go back to the 200 years. Don't just go forward means you waste your all energy into unnecessary things. So this is how killer nikat so bach gaye, baki ho gaye pisan. That's we keep in the center, Krishna in the center. Prabhupada always said keep Krishna in the center. You know? So this is the best way. And so santosha trishu kartavyaha, when you keep Krishna in the center, then everything comes together. Family that prays together stays together. Bolte hai na? So bhojan, second thing is bhojan. Man, anything, eat something which is available and get rid of it. The taste is only up to here. है ना, सिर्फ 2 इंच का जो जीभ है, उसके लिए हम ये पेट को भी बर्बाद कर रहे हैं. Once it goes here, this one starts crying. अरे, for your tongue taste, you are spoiling me. And then you eat up to here, feast, and we up to here. And then you can't even sleep, roll here and there, or stomach becomes like Govardhan Parvat, you know. And tummy becomes this much. Can anybody be proud to say that, Prabhu, I have 10 kg of stool? This is stool. Stool hai, mal hai. So can I be proud that, Prabhuji, I have 10 kg of stool? Hey, you have only 10 kg, I have 20 kg. Man, that's such simply stool, everything is stool. If we eat simply and then keep our body fit, getting up for Mangalarti is easy, dancing is easy, going around, everything is easy. Nothing is possible. So, bhojan, you know, what is that? A beautiful thing Tulsi says. Ram naam mein alsi, bhojan mein hushiyar. Tulsi aise jeev ko bar dhikar. He is so upset with me, you know. Tell him to chant Ram name. No time for Ram name. Because what is that? जिंदगी जब तक रहेगी फुर्सत न होगी काम से. कुछ समय ऐसे निकालो, प्रेम करो श्री राम से. We will always say there is no time. But Krishna is waiting for us. Ram is waiting for us. राम जैसे प्रेम करो, then सब कुछ चीज ठीक हो जाएगा. विष जैसी दुनिया में नहीं है आराम का स्थान. जब विष के साथ राम मिले, जब हो जाए विश्राम. Just wish, everywhere you go, it is wish only. Bring Ram into our life, automatically everything will be happy. So bhojan में चीज करने का. Then स्वतारे भोजने धने. Dhan is the most terrible thing. How much ever you have, you are not satisfied. अरे इसके पास 1 लाख एक्स्ट्रा है, मुझे और भी खरीद. जितना भी लोगे, जितना भी कमाओगे, whatever you may earn, what do you eat initially? Finally, just a little bit of khichdi. This much only is the tummy. Just some few rotis and dal. That's it. Sabji. What else you want? What more you can eat beyond that? So this dhan, you know, is very, very important thing. Dhan is the very, very Maya thing is that only. Just some account is there in the bank balance, some in the account balance something is coming, you are happy. And then they keep all the money in some very secret accounts. Password also they don't tell to family, wife, children, nobody he tells. And then he dies one day. And all the money is with the bank. And now the bank manager is doing Sankirtan. He is doing Hari. So, and just imagine, you are earning all your life running from pillar to post. इतना दूर जाते हैं, इधर से अगर गुड़गांव तक जाने का रोज वो 2 घंटा पड़ता है. Minimum 2 hours one way. And he is running like a dog and coming back like a donkey and earning money only to save that money for someone who he has no relationship for. What relationship he has with that bank manager and the bank? Imagine, he doesn't, Hari bol, wo mar gaya. Only one person is happy, that is that bank manager. See how much our faithlessness is dealing there. Now, these 3 things if you are satisfied with, then you will save lots and lots of time. Agree with me? Yeah? These 3 are the most time wasted activities that we have. And now, this sloka is not over here. It is in the second line, how you are going to utilize that wasted time. This is beautiful. Santosha trishu na kartavyah. This says don't be satisfied with these three things in life. वो क्या है? बोलिए स्वाध्याय, जप, दान योग. जितना स्वाध्याय करते हैं, प्रभुपाद जी का पुस्तक है ना, we have beautiful thing there. All the books of Prabhupada are displayed there. Now marathon is coming, right? That marathon, जब महाराज आए थे, परम पूज्य गोपाल कृष्ण महाराज वृंदावन आए थे last year, no, 2 years before, for Prabhupada's disappearance day. At that time he was telling very nicely that just like we have December for books distribution marathon, January we should have for book study marathons. January and February. Because we should study also. Those who study, they become steady in devotional service. We have to be steady in devotional service. For that study, that's why Prabhupada kept telling you, please study my books seriously. This is very important. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is very important. Then japa. Never be satisfied with japa, amount of japa. 16 rounds करके हम ऐसे ही बोलकुंदा नहीं जा सकते. 16 round minimum है. इससे ज़्यादा और भी ज़्यादा कर सकते हैं. जप कर इतना जप कर कि हद कर दे. यमराज भी अपने खाते से तेरा नाम रद्द कर दे. Yamaraj also will, he tells to that Yamdutas, no, that don't even go by the street of those people who are chanting Krishna's holy name, Hari Charyanu Varnanam. You know? This is how so much is there in Shastras. By being simply satisfied, we save so much time. And that time you put in Swadhyaya, Japa and Dan. Just keep giving charity. As much as possible, you Dan karne se. What is that? पंछी पानी पीने से गटे न सरिता नीर. धर्म किए, दान दिए, सहाय करे रघुवीर. Just by little bit पंछी पीता है no सरिता, I mean नदी से. The water in the river doesn't get reduced by that, just by bird drinking water. So धर्म किए, दान दिए, सहाय करे रघुवीर है इधर हमारे सामने. वो कर रहे हैं, हमारे सब रक्षा कर रहे हैं, है ना. So have that faith in Krishna, have that faith in Lord Ram. And that is what Prahlad Maharaj is telling. If we simply have faith, see, we have this faith that this roof will not cave down. ये गिरेगा नहीं, है ना. इसीलिए हम आराम से बैठ रहे हैं इधर. If I am thinking that, oh, this will cave down anytime, how much I will be protecting myself? I will be thinking, oh, anytime this will be breaking. I will have to get ready to run away from here. है ना. So please understand, inherent faith in Krishna, it's a very very good thing. It saves a lot of time. बहुत सारे चीज़ है टाइम सेव करने का, कैसे बर्बाद करने से बचने का और बचे हुए टाइम को कैसे सेव करने का. सिर्फ एक और श्लोक करके कैसे हरिचर्यानु वर्णनम करना. नारद मुनि is telling, no, by chanting the holy names you spend the time. There is a beautiful shloka, with that we will end. Plus sing this verse lovingly along with us. ये गर्भस्तुति, मीन देवदास गा रहे हैं जब भगवान का देवकी के गर्भ में है ना, when he is inside the womb, Devki's womb, at that time they sing this beautiful shloka. Shrinvan Grinan, बोलिए. Shrinvan Grinan Samsmarayamscha Chintayan Namani Rupani Cha Mangalani Te Kriyasu Yastvat Charanaravindayor आविष्टचेता न भवाय कल्पते. आविष्टचेता न भवाय कल्पते. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे. ऐसे गाने से बिल्कुल अपने आप मन शांति में आ जाएगा. दिस इज द वे बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट आवर सेंट्स एंड सेजेस. वो हमको श्लोक अर्थ के साथ श्लोक ही नहीं दिया, उसको कैसे गाना है, वो गाने वो ऐसे छंद में गाने से अपने आप शांति आ जाएगा. यू डिडंट इवन अंडरस्टैंड दिस श्लोका बट ऑटोमेटिकली यू गॉट द शांति, इजंट इट? Singing like this, whole day you can sing like Shinvan Grinan, Samsmarayamscha Chintayan. भक्त तो चिंता नहीं करते हैं, चिंतन करते हैं. There is a difference between चिंता and चिंतन. चिंता यानी चिंता चिता समान, worries, anxiety. But चिंतन is thinking about Krishna. How beautiful is Krishna, how wonderful is Krishna's instructions, how I can follow Krishna's instruction, how can I help others follow Krishna's instructions. ऐसे Shinvan Grinan Samsmarayam, स्मरण करना, चिंतन चिंतन करना. नामानि किसके ऊपर? नामानि रूपाणि च मंगलानि ते. बहुत मंगल है, मंगलमय है. जो मंगलम मंगलेभ्योपि पावनम पावनेभ्योपि हरेर नामैव केवलम, है ना. शृण्वन् गृह्णन् संस्मर्यंश्च चिन्तयन् नामानि रूपाणि च मंगलानि ते क्रियासु यस्त्वत् चरणारविन्दयोः. ये बहुत बढ़िया लाइक क्रियासु यस्त्वत्. तो श्रवण करते हैं, स्मरण करते हैं, वी कैन डू ऑल दैट. बट उसके बाद जो क्रियासु यस्त्वत् चरणारविन्दयोः, यू हैव टू डू योर ड्यूटी टू प्लीज कृष्णा. जो भी हमारे कर्तव्य है वो करते रहना, टू प्लीज कृष्णा, एंड टेक प्लेजर इन अदर्स डूइंग सो. क्रियासु यस्त्वत् चरणारविन्दयोः, भगवान के चरण कमल पर सॉन्ग कर. आविष्ट चेता न भवाय कल्पते. वंस कृष्णा एंटर्स इनटू देयर लाइफ लाइक दिस, they will never be in this material world. Either in this being in this material world also, they will not be in material world. They are out of the material. We are all out of the material world. That is why we are a special category of people. Even in this whole world, we are devotees are a different category. Okay, we'll stop here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Chakraparabhyascha Kripa Sindhu Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.